with Usborne Books and More. I just wanted to share with you guys some of my favorite books for preschoolers and some of my favorite Usborne and Kane Miller storybooks. Alright, first up is Muddle and Match. This is a fun book where you get to create different stories and different creatures. As you create the creature that you want to, it changes the story on the side. This is perfect for invoking silliness and some fun into your reading. Next is our Peek Inside series. I love this series. It's full of bright, colorful illustrations. This one is all about the zoo. These books are nonfiction, so they get to learn fun, interesting facts all about animals. In this case, all about the zoo. And they also have a great fiction series as well with some Peek Inside the fairy tales. Next is our Usborne Phonics series. We have tons of different phonics books. This is a combined volume phonics books. So as your preschooler is learning how to read, they have these fun, interesting stories that they can look at with those bright, bold, colorful pages. And then what I love about this collection is at the very end, there are puzzles. So you can take the stories even further to help your child develop that phonics. Next is the very first book of Things to Spot. This one is Out and About. As your child is traveling in the car or they're learning all about the world around them, they can use this wonderful storybook to look a little bit further. So here you can see, can you spot all the houses with blue doors? So it encourages kids to look around. And because of the wonderful, colorful scenes, they can also look around their whole world as well, outside the story, and be able to coordinate it with what's in the book. Next is the Big Book of Colors. This book is beautiful. It's big, like it says. And this one is all about colors. We have a beautiful color wheel in here. We also have the gradient of all the different colors at the top. And then in the back, there's even more fun with mixing colors and with changing colors as well. And then all the beautiful colors of the book. Next, speaking of colors, is Colorful World. This is a cute series. This one is Forest, that is all about similarities and differences. What I love about this book is that it goes through, some of the similarities are very simple, some of them are very difficult. So it helps your child, helps them to grow. In this case, Find the Bird Without a Match. So you can kind of get an idea of the kind of stuff in this book. And I love all the different illustrations. Next is Billy's Adventure. Now Billy has been going on lots of adventures. This is one of our newer series, one of our newer books. This is the Vet Adventure. So these are full of wonderful books. Billy is a preschooler who gets bored and likes to imagine a new world in preschool. So here you can see that she is a vet and she's working really hard on making sure these animals aren't sick anymore and feel a lot better. Lift the Flap, Questions and Answers. This one is What Makes It Rain. Again, we have a lot of books in this series. We have one that's even What is Poop, which I know can be a favorite of toddlers and preschoolers as well. This book I love. It's all about weather, so it talks about the sun, it talks about rain, it talks about snow, wind, and all kinds of stuff. I actually learned some really cool facts just from reading this book. So next is some of my favorite storybooks. Bears Don't Read. I love this storybook. I think it is so much fun. It is about a bear who finds a book and wants to learn how to read it. So he goes into town, but everybody runs away from him. He doesn't even know why. Until a little girl who is learning how to read says that she will teach him. So it is a sweet story about learning how to read and the difficulties that can come with that, but that it's definitely worth it in the end. Pandemonia. This is a fun book. Again, one of our newer books that is all about what happens if you wake the panda. What I love about this book is the bright colors. There's all different kinds of information about animals and the noises they make. I even had to do a little bit of research because some of these animals I was not familiar with. But I love this book, and I love just the imagery that it shows, not only in the beautiful illustrations, but also in the wording. Kitty Cat, Kitty Cat. These are fun books. You're probably familiar with the rhyme, Kitty Cat, where have you been? What I love about these books is it takes you around. This one is in London, and it takes you to actual places in London. You learn all about the Tower of London. You learn about the Globe and William Shakespeare. You just learn a ton of information about real places in London. There's also Paris and New York. The last book I have is Secrets of the Apple Tree. What I love about these books is they are shine-a-light books. So you can shine a light underneath our apple tree and then be able to see behind it to see the beautiful scene. Thank you guys so much. I hope you love these books.